Hello students, today we'll learn what is an adjective. Adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. Let me give you an example to make it clear. Vijay is a boy. Here we can understand Vijay is a boy or not, but we cannot able to get more details about what kind of boy Vijay is. Now let's see this example. Vijay is a good boy. Here we are describing the quality of Vijay by telling Vijay is a good boy. Good is an adjective here. Now let's look into the types of adjectives. Adjectives are divided into various types. We will look into the main 6 types of adjectives. These are adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, demonstrative adjective, interrogative adjective, and possessive adjective. Now let's look into them one by one. Adjective of quality. These are the words that describes the quality of a noun or a pronoun. Note down the word quality. Now let me give you an example to make it clear. I have a nice teddy. So here, what is the quality of the teddy? It is nice. They generally answers the question of what kind in any sentence. Now, can you think of some more such qualities of the teddy? Someone may say that this teddy is of brown color, or it is so cute. So brown, cute, or nice are the qualities of the teddy. Now, let's look into the next type of adjective. Adjective of quantity. They are the words that describes quality of nouns or pronouns. Please note down the word quantity. Example, I have enough money. Here enough describes the money I have. Questions are generally answer are now how much is in the sentence. Some more examples are I have some money, I have very little amount of money, I have more money. So remember that define the quantity of noun, not the exact amount. Now let's look into the next type of adjective. Adjective of number. They are the words that describes exact number of noun. Note down the word exact. For example, Shivani has 4 apples. Here 4 is the exact number of apples Shivani has. They generally gives the answer of the question how much in any sentence. If here is only 1 apple, then we can say Shivani has an apple, or 8 apples, or 10 apples, or any such exact number describes adjective. So remember this, whenever we have an exact number that is describing a noun or a pronoun, it is adjective of number. Now let's look into the 4th type, demonstrative adjectives. Words that points out a person, thing, or animal. Note down the word point. For example, this book is mine. Here I am pointing out the book. Some more examples of them are that, this, those. Now if you remember, in pronouns we have discussed about demonstrative pronouns, and they also had the same words, this, that, these, and those. But there is a difference. Let me give you an example of demonstrative pronoun. Now this is my book. Here this is a pronoun. Can you see the difference between the 2 sentences? In the first sentence, this comes before book, which is a noun, and it is a describing noun. So it is an adjective. And in the second one, it comes before is, which is a verb, and so it is a pronoun. Now let's look into the next type of adjective, interrogative adjective. This are WH words, which are used with nouns to ask questions. Now, what is WH words? WH words includes who, what, which, whom, and whose. For example, which book is yours? Here, which is used before book and is asking question. So, it is an interrogative adjective. Now, we'll discuss about interrogative pronoun, and they sound similar to this adjective, but there is a difference. Let me give you an example of interrogative pronoun. Which is your book? Here, verb is used before which, so it is a pronoun, and in the above example, noun book is used, so it is an adjective. So, hope you understood the difference. Now, let's look into the last sixth type of adjective, which is possessive adjective. These are the words that are used to show ownership. Note the word ownership. Let's look into the word ownership. For example, Joy left his bat at home. Here, his word is used to show us that it is his bat. So, it is a possessive adjective. Some more example of it are my, our, her, and their. Now, again, we talked about possessive pronoun, and they sounds similar to possessive adjective, but they are not. They both are used in different context. Let me give you an example of possessive pronoun. The bat next to the window is his. Here, his is not describing noun. It is used instead of a noun. So, it is a pronoun. Always remember this thing. Whenever you are in confusion whether the word is adjective or pronoun, remember this formula. If the word is used instead of a noun, then it is a pronoun. And if it is used for describing noun, then it is an adjective. Now, let's look into the degree of comparison. An adjective of quality changes its form when it's used to compare one noun from another. It is called the degree of comparison of an adjective. There are 3 degrees of comparison: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. The positive degree is used to refer one object, person, or place without making any comparison. The comparative degree refers to a greater degree of adjective as compared to the positive degree. It is used to compare 2 objects, people, or places. The superlative degree refers to the greatest degree of adjective. It is used to compare more than 2 objects, people, or places. In order to form comparative and superlative degree of adjectives, remember the following rules. We add ER and EST to most 1 or 2 syllable words that ends in consonants. When the positive ends in E, we add only R and ST to the adjective. When the positive ends in consonant plus Y, we drop the Y and add IER and IEST. When the positive is a word of 1 syllable that ends in vowel plus consonant, we add the ending consonant and then add ER and EST. When the positive is long, that is a word of 2 or more syllables, we add more and most before the adjectives to form comparative and superlative degrees. There are some adjectives that do not form the comparative and superlative from their positives. They have irregular degrees of comparison. We use then with a comparative degree and use the with a superlative degree. Let's see the examples. Positive degree, how it changes to comparative, and then superlative. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Big, bigger, the biggest. Black, blacker, the blackest. Bright, brighter, the brightest. Clean, cleaner, the cleanest. Clever, cleverer, the cleverest. Difficult, more difficult, the most difficult. Dirty, dirtier, the dirtiest. Fascinating, more fascinating, the most fascinating. Famous, more famous, the most famous. Far, further, farther, the further or furthest. Fast, faster, the fastest. Fat, fatter, the fattest. Fierce, fiercer, the fiercest. Late, later, the latest. Old, older, the oldest. Poor, poorer, the poorest. Proud, prouder, the proudest. Quiet, quieter, the quietest. Sharp, sharper, the sharpest. Short, shorter, the shortest. Slow, slower, the slowest. Small, smaller, the smallest. Strange, stranger, the strangest. Strong, stronger, the strongest. Tall, taller, the tallest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Ugly, uglier, the ugliest. Weak, weaker, the weakest. Wise, wiser, the wisest. Young, younger, the youngest.